I think we didn't play a good game, but I actually thought we played a pretty good game. I thought for a team that has a lot of new faces out on the court in really big, significant roles, one sitting next to me, I thought we did a lot of great things. I thought we served and passed particularly well. I think we're too high air, which we know, but I didn't think they made stupid swings. So one of the things we talked about coming in was being free to take a lot of risk, and I thought they did. And some of it was fruitful, and other times it wasn't. And that's we're talking about the journey all season that we want to be peaking, and those things I think will continue to get better. Nebraska, I was really impressed with Nebraska defensively. I thought they made some special plays out there. And then, they've got 3 great outsides to choose from. Sweet's obviously a great player. And then Stivrins I thought they didn't pass as well. I didn't think Stivrins got involved as much early as they probably wanted to. And then as I thought we still continued to serve well at the end, but they were in system more. And she's arguably the best middle in the country, I think, right now, especially behind. We were committing everything to try to slow her down, and unfortunately couldn't do it.
Questions for either one?
I think maybe late in game one, passing started to go a little bit sideways for you guys. Either of you, I guess, what did you maybe do in terms of adjustments or just simple advice to kind of get that back in line? Because it seemed like it got corrected.
Angie just told me that I wasn't using my body. I was just poking at the ball, and my teammates just kept encouraging me and telling me I was a great passer, and coaches, teammates, everyone on the bench was super encouraging. So that kind of helped me get out of the groove.
Kirsten, I was kind of curious from your perspective really a lot of players probably, but Jaela in particular, just you see moments where maybe it's just a mistake here or there, but then there was a response. She obviously sealed the second set with some big time plays. What in particular did you like about your team's just sort of ability to bounce back at times?
Well, I mean, specific to Jaela, yeah, she passed well early, and then she had that little blip for maybe a 10-point series, and then she worked herself out of it. And one of the things that we've talked to her about is, as being the 6th rotation outside hitter on our team, teams are going to try to wear you down, and they're going to try to wear you emotionally down. There are just some positions that you have to be resilient in. And it takes not only the right kid physically, it takes the right kid mentally. And Jay has taken that on her back to do that. Like, her demeanor never got bad. Her eyes were up. There are things that are important if you start letting them see that you're upset, they're just going to try to nail you a little bit more. So I thought, that was great to see. I'm kind of forgetting. John, now I'm kind of going. I can't remember specifically, but talked about her.
Well, just generally your team, even after game 3, they kind of flex a little bit, and it's good things, and you guys were able to sort of hang in and have a chance.
Well, in the middle of game 3, we knew you never give up, but we knew we probably were going to lose. I think there was a timeout at 19-10, mm-hmm. And I said, it's not about this game, it's about getting momentum for the next game. And so, I always say that's the best and worst thing about volleyball. You can get smoked in a game, it still goes back to 0, right? So this team has really bought into the journey. I think they love each other, they trust each other. At no point tonight did I feel like there was any sort of disconnect on the team. And those things, from a coaching standpoint, those are huge fundamentals for us to build on, that they trust each other to make errors and say, go for it again. Those are going to be big things down the road for us, I think.
Jaela, to John's point, I guess, specifically in the second set, you made 2 errors in a row that gave Nebraska some momentum. You guys used a timeout, and you came back, got a kill, got an ace, and you took the set. That was like a big swing. How did you work yourself into recovering from that mentally to make the plays physically?
Well, I knew the swings I took weren't like stupid errors. I was going for high hands and everything, even though the crowd's like, yes, I whiffed it out of bounds, but I was going for high hands. But Whit talked to me. She's like, you have line all day. So Whit's communication helped me, and then just going back, and we always talk about when it's like big time pressure, just putting a beat tempo serve in. So I went back and did that, and luckily got an ace.
2 more questions for them.
Jaela, did you, when things were going well offensively, because there were stretches where you guys looked really good and you were attacking in versatile ways and catching them off guard. What was clicking like on the court from your perspective? Why were you able to find that rhythm?
I think when we started talking more about what spots were open, because I think at times we were kind of quiet to our hitters about what was necessarily open, and then once we started communicating that, like Keely tipped it right over the block and got a kill, and Breslin told me that, and then I told Keely, and I think just that communication was really important for us.
Coach, what were you trying to do to slow Stivrins down, and the result, I mean, how was she able to overcome that?
Well, we were trying to put four hands in front of her. We had people designated for tips, and she likes the line a lot. I feel like I can tell you this because clearly it didn't work. So, so I don't think our setup was bad on her. She's just good. I mean, she's a special athlete. She was going over us some, or at least high hands. I didn't think that we missed cues on it. We just unfortunately couldn't make the play on it.
All right. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Thanks.